Hello. Sorry, I'm a little bit late this time, but at least I'm closer on time. I know I said I'll get the college vlog out Thursdays, which I've said many times, and thankfully because it's coming out Saturday, I'm 2 days off from there. I say Thursday because I usually have college on the Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so why make a college vlog if you don't know what you've done during this week? During whatever. So I had in normal circumstances I would have had college 2 days ago, and technically I would have been 2 days late on this vlog. However, technically I'm 4 days late because the last day of college I had was Tuesday before we were let off for the Easter holidays. Not that we were let off early due to any kind of schedule or calendar sort of thing. No, it's because we had finished as much work as we needed to do. Everything was done. Project 4 is over. I've screened my my website, which was interesting because the last person's website that was screened would have took control of the computer and gone through all the features of the next person's website, and then next website would come up, and the owner of the last website would come up and do that one, and etc. etc. Now it's quite interesting because a lot of people actually really liked it. Pretty much everybody in my course really enjoyed my website. They enjoyed the pictures in the HHA Illustrator section, but there was a couple of notes which came up about the website, such as what was mentioned before, which was the navigation system is a little bit unnecessary. It doesn't really need to be there. My tutor said that he was kind of overwhelmed when he saw it with all the options in it, because there's a lot of things in there. So I think what I'm going to plan to do, this is post Project 4 of course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten HHA college vlogs, illustration, sociality, which I think I'm just going to get rid of altogether, or I'm going to rebrand that as HHA Productions, period. And then there's podcast, which I've been able to work on. I'll talk about that at the end of this, which it's unnecessary to college, but might as well just say it's helping, I guess. Anyway, excuse me. So I was thinking about bundling all of those different HHA products, series, or whatever, and pushing them all together and putting it into one subject in the menu. And I might get rid of gallery altogether, because the only original elements that's in the HHA gallery, or just the gallery at the bottom of the website, is that it has a small slideshow for the logos that I had made previously, and that's all that's original with it. There's no slideshow apart from the mobile version in the history part page of the website, so there's no reason to be there, so I might as well get rid of it, because everything else that's in it are already included in different parts of the website, such as adverts, podcast, or everything else. So I might just remove that completely, which is it's a start, I guess. It's also, hang on, it's a bit bright over there. The funny thing is it didn't do anything. Might as well pull that back again. It didn't do anything. It's not even sunny at all. There's a tree getting blown quite a bit, and the sky's completely grey. So your average English weather, I guess. Anyway, so that's what I plan to do with the navigation system after the the screening had finished. The other things were they didn't mention that things like the college vlogs and things like that, the channels I have, they're unnecessary to have their own subjects, so that also gives me even more reason to push them into their own HHA productions or series page. And I've been keeping it to update. this video here, the college vlog, that's gonna go onto YouTube, but because I didn't make a stockpile of thumbnails for the different vlogs coming up over the Easter holidays, they're not going to be on the website, because I can only put the videos up on the website in the slideshows, because there is a video slideshow, but you have to pay a monthly fee for it, and even without it, it only gives you 5 videos probably per. Yeah, and I was going to do the same thing with the podcast by putting it into a free album, but the podcasts were way too long in running time, because they're about little more than an hour each. One of them was like an hour a minute, something like that. But that's irrelevant to college work, stuff like that. I'm actually recording this Saturday, same day this should be out as well on YouTube. Yeah. I was also thinking about moving everything to Sociality and just calling it HHA Productions, or I could do something else. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it over what's left of the weekend. But, yes. Yeah, one problem was, despite how I've made adverts, I made, my own full videos for college, such as the Grim one and, what was the other one? I can't remember. It was the silent film and the music video. I should have put them onto the website, and that was something that I missed out on the brief, as usual. It's something that's happened it happens quite a bit. There's something I miss on the brief, and in this case it's I should have put my college work, not just the college vlogs, onto my website, as my portfolio, which is what I should have done. Other things which I should have done included, in the contact section, I only added, actual emails, addresses, things like that. But what I should have done, or at least it'd be easier to do, is add one of those automatic email boxes. You put in the message, put in your name and the email, that sort of thing, and I can get back to you, and the email will go straight to that account. So, that's annoying. So I'll get round to fixing that. Well, I already have fixed it, post, of course. What else did I do? Oh, they very much liked my logo. They didn't talk much about the logo. He says, none of versatility, but everything else is really good. It's minimalistic, It's a good logo. Anyway, something else they did before, the end of the last day, technically before the holidays, was they gave us the brief for Project 5. Now, this is something I'm actually very excited about, because Project 5 is a free-for-all. You can do whatever you like. It could be a documentary, a music video, it could be a short film, and that's what I've really been looking forward to throughout the entire year. Just a no holds bar, do what you like kind of thing. So what I want to do is, I've talked about this a lot on my podcast show, which is, it's filmed from 9 to 10. It's lately I've added a new thing where it comes out every week, business day or work day, rather than every weekend, which means I've got a bit more extra time to myself. I can work on other things. That and Fridays I'll probably be very tired. Who knows? So things happen all the time, every day. That was poorly worded. But I've already got an idea for what I want to do for Project 5. So what I want to do is I want to make a short film. It's a comedy, a bit of a dark comedy, because it talks about things like necromancy, demons, that sort of things. But it doesn't go. It's not horribly gory. The idea, it's stupid, it's silly. It's supposed to make fun of make fun of things. No, it's not making fun of anything really. It's just it's making a joke out of things. So the idea is I've already got my brother Alex as well to agree with being a part of it as an actor, and me and him are gonna play as ourselves. Except I'm going to, who knows, I'm going to fabricate a few lies such as I've got a job and Alex is is bored all the time, which is totally untrue. He finds something to do. He's got many hobbies. He's got fishing. He plays guitar. He goes to play golf, things like that. So it's, in a way, the roles are kind of reversed in a way. Well, I can't remember if Alex still has a job. I mean, he had a job last time I asked him. But outside of that, the idea is I've already spoken about the entire synopsis, all the jokes I like to use as of current. I've already talked about all that on the podcast, but I guess I could repeat it all now. But it's going to be a very long video, so if you're okay with that, then I'll just keep on talking. So the synopsis is, or just a brief summary is, I've got a job, so I'm busy. I've got things to do. Alex is bored. He wants something to do. As I'm leaving the door one morning, Alex asked me, "Henry, can you please do something with me? I'm bored, stiff. I've got nothing to do. I'm bored of TV." And I tell him, "No, I've got a job to get to. Why don't you go read? We have an entire bookshelf up there." He says, "No, they're all boring and all that stuff." I says, "All right, go to the library then. What's the library? Go and get a horror book or something like that. Ever tried horror before? No, I guess I could do that. Alright then, I'll give you a lift." He goes there. It's an evil library, and one of the jokes I want to do is that as most dramatic films go, an evil place will be shrouded in darkness. Like it's night, it's probably gonna have thunder, but everything else might be bright and sunny, much like Lion King. Simba, all the light touches is our kingdom. What's that dark place over there? That's whatever it's called. I can't remember the lines. We never go there, and it's that sort of thing. And that's the joke. That sort of not conservative. Convention. That was it. That's the sort of convention I want to make a joke out of. So, say Alex is walking through the car park in the town. It's completely sunny. It's daytime. And then, he looks over, the camera changes to an establishing shot of a dark, evil library, thunder, all that stuff, and Alex looks from side to side. It's day, it's night, it's day, it's night. He stops in between, and the entire sky is split. And it might come out as a weak joke, depending how I present it, but that's sort of the joke I want to go for. Anyway, he goes into the library, and it's still dark outside the library doors, but I think I'll just cover up the doors with something dark so it looks like it's still dark outside, because never am I going to get a library to let me in and at night to film. I mean, then again, I don't know if they have much to steal. Even if somebody were to decide, I'm going to burgle a library for the greatest treasure of them all, knowledge, and bad, poorly written vampire 6 novels, who knows. Anyway, he goes in. There's I don't know whether to go for a librarian who's straight up a witch, or a boring librarian who's reminiscent of the secretary from the Ghostbusters films, welcome to the Ghostbusters, something like that. Hang on, I'm just gonna close the door because the dog's barking. I don't think I've sounded more bored in any video I've ever put out there on YouTube. It's daytime as well. It's only 12:15. It's practically in the morning still. Anyway, I'm using the same microphone that I use for my podcast. That's why this sounds a lot better than the previous college vlogs. Anyway, what else is there? Oh yeah. So, or I would have a librarian who is a bit witch-like. So, if it was a witch, you'd expect them to hiss. As for librarian, I wanted to make it a librarian who's like a witch. So you walk past, you look down, the librarian looks up and then hisses at you, and you just, you jolt, you jump away, that sort of thing. And after that, Alex, asked for the horror section, something like that. I've already come up with a couple of joke ideas. Alex goes up to the horror aisle after asking the librarian, and he finds a couple of books. He finds two, like, hang on. Yes, Freya? Hey, hang on. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry about that. I lost track of time. Took about half an hour. Sorry, parents came in, they were they finished shopping, I had to take everything in. I lost track of time. I almost lost even more time today to do this vlog because my mum asked me to make meatballs with me. I was going to be nice. Well, I offered. She said you can do this if you like, and then I just remembered I stopped doing the vlog so I could help you guys, and I should probably get back to it. So I feel a bit bad actually. Well, I just feel bad, but to prove that time has actually passed, I've got a glass of Coke here. I've got goddamn Easter egg now. It's open. Anyway, how far did I get? Oh yeah, there's a couple of joke horror books I wanted to put into the library scene. This includes a book called Donald Trump, the Full Trump, and inside of it would be like a gallery page or something like that. And first one would be my least favorite things in life: a small loan of $1 million. My favorite things in life: a small loan of $1 billion. And they're very similar, and that's sort of the joke. And he stirred up America when he said, "I start in Brooklyn. My dad starts me off with a small loan of $1 million." Other people have talked about this already. And the next part would be, an actual part. The next part would be a section which says you must be over 18 to look at this page. And the reason behind my brother Alex is he is in fact 2 years younger than me, and I'm 17, so I'm about 18. So his thinking is, well, my brother is about 18 years old, and I'm taller than him, so I guess I am over 18 years old. So he owns it anyway. It's one of those long page spreads that you'd have in a porno, and he immediately throws it down. Because it's a full Trump. Donald Trump has little to no dignity for what he says. I'm going to build a wall for between the border of America and Mexico, and I'm going to make the Mexicans pay for it. It's that kind of blasphemy or whatever that he doesn't really understand. He's in his own world. So other than that, there's another horror book called, I'm working on the name, but one of the ideas is A Murder in Green, and the point is, the story is about Kermit who kills his wife, Miss Piggy, for cheating on him with Cameron, and I'm going to try and do a passage. If you've ever played Mario 64, then the beginning of it will be Princess Peach as sort of a ghost or whatever, and she's reading out her letter saying, "Dear Mario, I've made you a cake," stuff like that. So I was going to have something like that. Alex is reading the book. There'll be Kermit who fades in. It's a still picture, but fades in, fades out again. And the only people I know that make a really good impression of Kermit is my brother Alex and my friend Taylor. Very nice guy, both of them. So it'll be one of them reading out the passage, which it'll be interesting. Anyway, after that, actually, sorry, the transition between Full Trump and A Murder in Green would be, I could say, alright, how about this book, which is whispering dark secrets to me, and the camera would slowly zoom in on the Necronomicon, and then slowly start moving off to the left, to the right, drift off until it's looking at the book, murdering Green, it's probably going to be, it's Kermit with an axe or standing at the end of a hallway, with a silhouette coming out of him from a very high-lit corridor or something like that. Who knows? And then he always pick it up, and after that he looks to his right, and I guess I think one transition I might be thinking of is he asks the librarian, "Do you have any good horror books? Do you have any good books?" And she says some stuff. Don't know what yet. I'm going to work on a script. I'm going to talk about my method of doing so later. But she points out there's she says, try these books. The new bestseller, something like that. But the point is that there are all these books. They're called Summoning for Dummies, and instead of the normal dummies character, wanted to be some kind of demon, and it's supposed to be a parody version. And the joke is that next to this stack of books, or this shelf full of these books, Summoning for Dummies, would be a stand-up of Satan showcasing the book, a cardboard cutout. It's just to make a joke about it, such as, well, you wouldn't expect to see the devil himself showcasing a book, probably with an anecdote or something like that, such as if the first book God made was such a hit, then why couldn't I try? So here it is. It's a lot of people would probably argue that the Necronomicon's first book of Satan, but this is a comedy. It doesn't matter. It's make believe, that sort of stuff. I'm not actually gonna start getting into the rules of being in a cult, that sort of thing. Anyway, so he brings the book home. There's no real transition, just he takes it home. And, oh god, yes, Freya? In the middle of a college vlog, please be quick.
Okay, I just need to go over there quickly.
For?
Mum told me to.
For what? I don't know what you want. To clean out. I'm gonna do that myself.
Okay.
This is, our room.
Okay. I just got told.
Okay, just tell him I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. I've been interrupted twice in one vlog. I don't think that's ever happened before. I mean, I've been stopped by a passing crowd, but now I'm getting off topic. Anyway, it's no real transition between Alex getting home, but the point is, he goes home. There's some kind of sign I'm going to use for that, and then we transition to it's the same day. It's just day again, and I'm coming home. I go around the corner, and there's all kinds of shit which is going on. I walk up. There's a pentagram drawn on the driveway. And there's also, I walk into the house, and there's probably a fire. Who knows? It might be. I'm thinking about having a stack of chairs on top of the table, because that's something which is conventional for possession or ghosts in your house or poltergeist. They would probably stack chairs in a creepily art house. Now that I think about it, it doesn't sound that scary, so I'm not quite sure why this happens, but I guess it's just odd, and that's why that's quote unquote scary. Anyway, hang on a minute. A little bit thirsty. So the point is, there's going to be a way for Alex to show me the book. He's still bored, he's not reading it anymore. He's just done what he can, and then, got bored, I guess. And, throughout the house, there's all kinds of things going on. It's probably going to be Bloody Mary in the mirror, but who knows, I'll make a couple of jokes. I'm going to be mauled a couple of times. Then, at the end of the day, when I told Alex, you need to do something about it, he says, look, I'll do it in the morning, just try and sleep, you're tired, and I go to bed. I said, okay, I'll worry about it in the morning. So at night, I'm trying to get to sleep. Alex is completely out. Doesn't matter what he hears, he's asleep. Anyway, and there's some demons or ghosts downstairs having a rave. So I can't sleep with all that's going on. So I go downstairs, I stop it. I come upstairs, I sleep, and I'm asleep. I'm finally getting to sleep. But then, comically timed, it's going to be some ghost noises. Ooh, and that's something I have to put up with the entire night. Yeah, it's just boom, 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 boom. Please stop! I'm trying to sleep. It's just okay, sure. I'll go sleep. Ooh, and I just can't sleep. So I put up with that the entire night. In the morning, I have a haunted breakfast, and that's when it stops. So one of the jokes I have could be I haven't looked into the practical effects yet of this, so I don't know if it'll work. Fried eggs, which are eyeballs instead of yolks, but the other idea I have, which I know I definitely can do, is my coffee has become blood. The tea has become blood. The milk's turned into blood, and even the orange juice is blood. I'm going to use YB, and I'm going to work on that practical effect. And after that, that's the last straw. So I go and see Alex. I tell him, that's it. I can't take any more of this. That you've gone too far when you've turned my OJ into O plus type blood or something like that. I'm working on that line again. I haven't written actual scripts, just notes and all that stuff. And of course, I shouldn't really be working on this yet because we're going to be starting Project 5 officially by the end, on the first day back from the Easter holidays. But because they've already given us the brief presentation, I wanted to oh god, I wanted to get a head start on it. So I've already got a story, which in fact I actually wrote on the back of my brief after speed reading it. It's probably why I missed out some stuff in the brief whilst Lindsay was talking, my tutor. So that went well. What else? So after that, I take the book outside. I'm going to work on this next part. I light the book on fire using some flammable alcohol from a glass bottle, or sugar glass bottle. I'm going to get round to white sugar glass. Alex has also agreed to this next part. And when I burn the book, I'm going to animate it. The house is going to scream, which I'm going to animate again, and then it's going to just comically pop into normal. And after that, I'm going to say something stupid such as, Alex, never read again. And one of the ideas is that Alex will say, that's a shame, I was getting some high spirits from that, because it's a terrible pun. So, again, he's agreed to this. I pick up the sugar glass bottle and I smash around his head. Yes, Dad. Oh, closing the window. Okay. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. It's I've already looked into it and I know how to make sugar glass bottles. I want to do mostly practical effects. Of course, I think the most animated I'm going to get is the the house screaming, but maybe the daylight and night half joke. So it's a couple of ideas I want to come up with. I'm going to work on it. I've worked on a couple of things, such as I have a friend. His name's Graham, very nice guy. He has a long beard. His nickname's Jesus, but I swear if you put a turban on him, he'll look like Osama bin Laden from the West, because he doesn't have the Syrian or whatever waist sort of face thing. But yeah, I've got in contact with him. I've got a message back if he'd like to do a photo shoot with me as Satan showcasing the book. I haven't made the book yet. I'm going to work on that as soon as I can, by doing getting a trial version of Photoshop so I could edit it on my laptop. And I'm going to Photoshop his skin red, so I don't have to get makeup. I'm going to research that and experiment, see if I can do that. But I want to get some curly horns on him, but like ram horns, but they're quite expensive on Amazon, eBay. So I'm looking up a tutorial to make my own. But I'm going to do some calculations, see which one's cheaper. The point is, I don't really have a job with things like that, so I'm going to need to budget, which is going to be annoying. However, I could ask some friends, see if anybody has their own, because I know a lot of people. Lots of them are very nice. See if I can get it from them. But yeah, apart from that, a cardboard cutout of all this happening is going to be a lot more difficult because I've looked up cardboard cutouts about 6, 7 foot tall, probably 6 as a preference. They are very expensive. I mean, like to the hundreds or just under 60 quid. It's very expensive. So my idea is to see if any of my friends from college or from even from high school, if old high school friends who are now in college, see if any of them have know anybody who's recently got a fridge freezer, those tall fridges, and if it came in a cardboard box, if I could have that and cut out what I need and actually make my own cardboard cutout stand up. Now, one of the things I've thought about this cardboard cutout is once I'm finished using it for filming, what am I going to do then? Will I get rid of it or should I keep it? And I've come to the conclusion I want to keep it because it'd be a good conversation starter if somebody walked into my bedroom and saw a cardboard cutout of Satan showcasing a book called Summoning for Dummies, by my bed or something like that. And I guess I could keep it for some memorabilia, that sort of thing, for the memories, for the laughs, for the shits and giggles. But, yeah, that's my idea. What else was I thinking of? Sugar glass bottles. I'm using a tutorial from Indie Mogul on YouTube, which it's very good. They have good stuff. I think it might have been the Orme website, no, YouTube channel, which do some stuff like blacksmithing swords, or even the bowler hat from Goldfinger, the killer one. They made those, but they also there's also another person who made a Necronomicon tutorial, which was pretty good. So maybe I'll make my own, or I'll Photoshop something. I think I'll make my own, but I won't put too much effort into it because it will only be seen for about 3-4 seconds on screen, 4 seconds max, and then it'll disappear. Maybe even 5 seconds. And that'll be that'll be what sorts out that. What else? I'm going to try and green screen some ghosts. I'm going to use opacity, stuff like that. As for emotional, I'm doing fine. I don't really feel much. It's not numbing. It's just I'm pretty chilled. Sometimes I get a bit hyper. Just I get a lot of energy because I'm pumped. I'm giddy. I want to do this. I'm excited. That sort of thing. Sometimes get a little bit stressed, but I try not to show it. It's just don't act like an ass. That sort of thing. Try your best to keep it cool. And thankfully, I'm not in college at the moment, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. Anyway, I think that's about it. Guess I could talk about my podcast. It's on my website, so you can find everything on there. AGHA podcast is also on YouTube, and I've got about 5 episodes. 5 episodes up there. I've recently decided to only release them on a work day rather than on any other day, I guess. But yeah, it's not much else I could really say. Evaluation, that went well. What I could have done better, I've already talked about that on the website. Oh yeah, one of my plans is I want to do as much pre-production work as possible before the end of the Easter holidays, which means it'll give me as much time as I could possibly want to be editing, to be filming. And hang on a moment, I've got a message. No, I don't want to restart my computer. So yeah, it's not much else to say. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's goodbye, and I'll see you in a week.